Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is All Media Access News. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. If you're looking to donate to my channel, I'll leave the link on the comment section after my live and when it's uploaded. Basically, I want to know what's your most memorable moment of 2019. I find it as a way and a topic to speak on, you know, what you learned so far this year and what you plan to let go on 2019 and what are your future goals for 2020, which is not only a resolution but also something that's gonna impact your life and what are you looking to change, what kind of ideas you guys have. If you don't have any goals or any plans, then maybe you should think of some and just keep them in mind as much as possible, of course. Definitely hit the like button, of course, so other people could be able to be interested in watching, of course, and just learn something from it. But yeah, if you guys have memorable moment of 2019, you could either share it here or leave it on the comment section after. I'm not sure if my live is on. Not sure. I can't see if anybody's typing. I don't know if something is wrong with the live. But if anybody's on, try to at least type something so I can know that the live is not messing up or acting up. But if it is working, then maybe you guys could talk about your most memorable moment of 2019. And good morning, Jay. Yeah, this weather is kind of crazy today. It's supposed to rain soon. I definitely hope everybody's enjoying their day. I chose the topic to ask about people's most memorable moment of 2019, whether it was good or bad, and in hopes that people um, make changes for 2020 and just set short-term goals before you could decide to set long-term goals. Sometimes you got to take two steps back, and in order to take one step forward, and separating yourself from negativity, drama, conflict, things that are holding you back. I definitely have a lot of plans and a lot of ideas. And, when you turn to God, what you say in secret to Him will be rewarded openly. That's why you shouldn't, pray out loud. You should just have that relationship with God on a one-to-one. It's just like not telling your left hand what your right hand is doing. Um, you know, it it seems like things are getting worse for a lot of people in life in general. I seen a story where a 19-year-old girl was beaten and killed by her boyfriend. You know, a really tragic moment. My condolences to her family. And I've always been against domestic violence. Um, no man should be putting his hands on a woman, period, no matter what the situation is. You know, you came from a woman, if you have daughters, sisters, cousins, nieces, that's definitely not um, something that I condone. So if you like to abuse women, then this is definitely not the channel to be following, and definitely unsubscribe. It's definitely important to have that type of respect. Like, some people are just hard headed and they sometimes just don't learn. Like, you have to be able to converse with one another. You know what I'm saying? I remember I have a sister, and always getting into fights over disrespect. You know what I'm saying? And all you could do is try to give the best advice to people. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I want to start my own organization called Each One Teach One, and I also want to start like a parenting program for like individual parents and couples. And I want to be able to get my own set of people to help me build the organization. You don't have to be book smart to be street smart or be able to relate to other people's real life situation and crisis. WG, good morning. Well, good afternoon. You know, so that this generation have someone to look up to. That's the thing. I've been in meetings with professional people where they ask for ideas on how to relate to people in our type of environment. And like I tell them, you don't have to go to school for that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to surround yourself by people that been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? And analyze and put those things to use. You know what I'm saying? And you also have to ask the right questions without making people feel uncomfortable. You know, what makes it a little easier for me is that I speak both languages. Jules. Good morning. So it's really important to have people try to unite and come together instead of getting into any type of conflict and situations that sometimes you can't even get yourself out of. You would be surprised. Good morning, Cheryl. I appreciate all 10 people that are on here. Let's make sure we get the thumbs up button. And sometimes, a little advice to people that are trying to take those type of advices and learn from it is definitely important. Thanks, Jules, Alicia, Jane, my grandbaby, born on the day. Wow. Well, I mean, you know, congratulations to your grandbaby, and I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I was watching something where this young man's father died on his birthday, so I couldn't even imagine, what he's going through, and you know, it's hard losing someone that you really love, but when you turn to God and you sit back, um, you can only die once, and when you're a strong believer of God and you know where you're going, because you know that He has a place for everyone that believes in Him, then I see it as our family members are waiting for our arrival. So when we reach to heaven, we're not alone up there. So I do believe that we'll all see each other again, and they'll be able to open up those gates for us. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just my way of thinking. I'm definitely a strong believer. But people have to continue to, have faith. We do see a lot of things getting worse. We see a lot of gun violence, but the government continues to put the guns out in the street. Same way with drugs, they continue to put the drugs out in the street. It doesn't come from the police themselves, but the government. It's like a mind control type of things. If you take away the drugs and the guns, then there won't be as much as violence, and there won't be so many people dying, and there won't be so much authority. But God has the hardest job in the entire world. He has to look over 8.5 billion people on this earth. He's the only one that knows each and every single hair on our head. He has to look at believers and not believe, and the ones that don't believe. I mean, could you imagine having to decide where 8.5 billion people go when they pass? So our life may be hard, but Jesus did warn us that we would go through trials and tribulations. So, and he, like he said, remember I told you beforehand. So, and he also said before they hated you, they hated me first. So we can't be surprised. But to be alive is because you have a purpose. You gotta find out what that purpose is. See that JB ship got caught with more than $1 billion on it in July. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And those drugs are probably already in the street. Like, are we really supposed to believe that every time the police find drugs and guns that they just put it in storage? Like, come on now. That's just a mind control type of thing. That's so we can be like, they doing a good job. They keeping it off the streets. I mean, this has been going on for years. If it was really taken off the streets, then why are people getting their hands on it? Just don't make no sense. To catch $1 billion worth of cocaine and really think that what they did, burn all that. Like, come on now. They always tell you that they caught drugs and guns. They just never tell you where they put it. They never tell you where they put it. They never show you what they did with it. It's just like when they were saying Obama turned around and said that they threw Obama's body in the ocean. Like, are you serious? He's like the only president I ever heard that says such a thing. Like, are we really supposed to believe that they took Osama's body and threw it in the ocean? Come on now. If they threw him in the ocean, then why didn't we see them throw him in there? They'll always give you a story to manipulate you and mislead you to think that people are safe. But, God warned us of all of this. When things start to get cool, calm, and quiet is when things will turn for the worse. Don't you notice every time something good is happening, something turns around and something bad ends up happening? Like, come on now. And when bad things happen, something good ends up happening. It's like, you can't get too comfortable with anything. Comfortability shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. Just, oh no, sir. That's the problem with people. You get comfortable with a job, you get comfortable with a relationship, you get comfortable with a roof over your head, you get comfortable with everything and everyone. We shouldn't love nothing in the world because we're not from this world. We're here temporarily. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Everyone has committed sins, and the way of paying for your sins is death. Like, if we didn't die, then we will be sinners forever. Even if you lived on earth for a million years, for those million years, you would be a sinner. Like, shouldn't there be a time where you finally at peace? We all have opportunities to change our lives and turn to God and make us new again. You know what I'm saying? When Judgment Day comes, the only one that's going to testify against us is ourselves. So when uh, when God confronts you about the mistakes you've made, you can't say that wasn't true, or you can't say that didn't happen, because yourself is testifying against you. That's what's gonna happen. And trust me, nobody wants to be here. Even though there will be people on earth when the when he comes. So that's something really important to think about. So, oh man, something definitely important to think about. So I just take life one day at a time. You know, people continue to plan for tomorrow and next week and next year, and you don't even know if you're gonna get past today. How are you supposed to plan for anything and you haven't even made it past 12 hours? Like, people literally die every day, even by natural causes. People can pass away. Like, everyone has an expiration date. The only thing is, you just don't know when that day is gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? No man knows the day or the hour, right? But Jesus said, "I'll come like a thief in the night." So it could happen right now. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. Gotta be prepared and rejoiceful, not scared. You're not supposed to be scared or worried of that time coming. You're supposed to be prepared. So I don't really think too much about it. I don't know what's going on over here. Nowadays, people just be screaming and yelling and arguing over the phone. Like, why don't you wait till you face to face with that person? He is yelling his lungs. That's the waste. That's a waste of energy. Wags dog, what's good, bro? How are you? Make sure you guys check out Wags Dog's YouTube channel. You know, definitely keeps it real and very, very supportive. And I'm really blessed to have somebody like Wags Dog as a major supporter and very encouraging. Oh man, he is upset. I don't know what's going on. I always find myself around something that's going on. In situations like that, you can't even be. You try not to make contact like that. When two people are yelling at each other, sure, Max Dog said you might make the news again. Yeah, I mean, 2019, I made the news, I think like 5, 6 times, and one of the videos went like, I mean, viral. Like it went so viral, it even went out the country, literally. I'm really not trying to catch another story, especially right now. It's just crazy. You just never know what you're gonna run into. It'd be too early for all that. Yeah, I made it on the news a bunch of times already this year. But I believe it was for the right purpose. You know what I'm saying? I hope that the old lady that was on the bus that got attacked, I hope she's doing well wherever she is. I didn't come across her ever since that day. So, but I just want people to prepare themselves. Just try to be productive and be positive. You know what I'm saying? And try to change something within your community. We don't even see. I mean, we see rich people that donate, but that's considered a tax write-off. All the rich people that do good deeds, when tax season come, they claim it. You really think they could keep all that money without having to pay taxes? They ain't trying to pay back taxes. They trying to get a refund from taxes. So if they have $4 or $5 million and they donate at least a million or two, then when tax season come, instead of them having to pay back taxes, they get back taxes. But people become so manipulated. They're like, wow, these people are really giving back. Remember what God said. You shouldn't brag about what you do for other people. If you're gonna help somebody, don't brag about it. Don't start gossiping about I gave this person this and I gave this person that and I helped this person. You just don't do that. How you gonna receive a reward for your deeds if you always bragging about what you're doing for people? That's just not how it works. If you do something good for someone, keep it to yourself. Let God reward you for that. You know what I'm saying? Let him reward you for that. I'm sure I've done a lot of good things in my life. You know, and I've been blessed, and I'm still alive. What's worth more than being alive and being healthy? Like, what's worth more than that? Because you can have the whole entire world, but if you don't live to see these things, then what's the use, right? Doesn't make any sense. complaining about life, but you still here. Like, that's like being unappreciative, you know. So gotta be grateful for that. I remember in the beginning, I never thought that I was gonna have a YouTube channel. When people be mad, if they throw stuff in their face, what do they for? Lets me know they ain't do it from the exactly. If people are gonna brag about what they did for you and throw it in your face, then you're absolutely right. It didn't come from the heart. You got to be careful. You know, people have to be careful. You know, sometimes the same people that help you with yeah, throw it in your face. I mean, that's how you find out if they did it from the heart or if they did it to brag about it. You're not supposed to brag about what you do for people. You know, whether if you help the homeless person or a person less fortunate, God, trust me, God will return the favor. He will definitely return the favor to people that have done good things. You know, for you to continue to be alive and be healthy and be good, that's a blessing. What means more than that? Because as long as you're alive, you have another opportunity to overcome anything that stands in your way. So it's important. You know, it's just like with with children. It's not always about giving them what they want. It's about giving them what they need. Because if you raise them, giving them what they want, and then one day you don't have it, then they're gonna be upset at you. They'll never learn how to appreciate anything if you just giving them what they want instead of giving them what they need, which is love, care, attention, affection, dedication, guidance, teaching them who God is. You know how many children don't know who God is at all. It's sad, but it's true. How many kids have never been introduced to God or to a Bible? So they grow up and all they know is this world and what's in this world, and go through trials and tribulations without understanding the whole entire purpose of living. God said, I give you life to live. So you gotta live it to the fullest. But the devil's a liar and a manipulator. So he glorifies the more people and children don't know about God. And the government itself is screwed up. They plan all of these things. They push an agenda. They put out all these crazy toys, all these crazy TV shows. They have an agenda. They continue to put out drugs and guns. Now it's I mean it's now they putting out hella pills. So it's like for this generation, it's easy for them to become drug addicted by just popping pills. And in the music industry, you know, they'll push an agenda where if you're an artist, then they need you to sell. They need you to sell sex. They need you to sell drugs. They need you to sell manipulation. They need you to sell, you know, violence or the cursing. So it's like you wondering why they talk the way they talk and act the way they act. Is because they listening to all this music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's cool to make music, but also be mindful, people that are listening. But at the same time, it's up to the parents to not allow them to listen to that type of stuff. So we could blame things on people that make music about drugs and guns and violence and all that, but you also gotta blame it on the parents that are allowing their children to listen to that type of music. So it's definitely something important to think about. But I am very appreciative of life itself. Waking up every day means more than anything. So that's something that I want people to think about. You know, if you don't have a New Year's resolution, then I suggest that you think of some. You know, this topic was based on what's your most memorable moments of 2019, whether it was good or bad. What did you learn from it, and what do you hope to change? You know, in 2020. I want people to stay blessed, be cautious, always keep your ears and your eyes open. If you're gonna do good for others, keep it to yourself so that God could reward you openly, you know, and count your deeds. I hope and pray that nobody loses anybody they love this coming year. It's not something that I could imagine for it to happen to anyone. Rags dog, I'm trying to quit these new posts for news. Yeah, I mean everything, is mind over matter. So I believe that you will, just one day at a time, and staying busy. I mean that would be my advice. Staying busy, but I know that it's easier said than done. You know, we all trying to break away from something in life, in general, and it's a mind over matter thing. You know, so just gotta believe in yourself that you can make it happen. And gotta remain positive, because we go through things and then we become stressed and frustrated and angry, and start looking for the easiest way out. My father always told me never take shortcuts in life. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's definitely really important. But I just want everyone to, think of new things to do. Set higher standards. Don't be afraid to take a risk. You know, think about all the coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't do, and try to overcome that. Life is only once. Everyone is still young. There's nothing you can't do as long as you put your mind and your heart to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to doubt themselves. We all can make a difference coming together. But it's all going to start with you, yourself, as an individual. So it's definitely something to think about. 2019, I'm sure it wasn't great for people in general, but let's try to change that so that this coming year it could be different and it could be better. And just gotta prepare yourself for things that may not go your way. And when things don't go your way and things don't go according to how you planned them, then you have a backup plan. You'll have a backup plan. So it's definitely important. And I'm always appreciative for everyone that's been encouraging and supporting, my channel and subscribing and sharing and liking and let's continue to allow other people and bring awareness so that people can join us and come together. And if people have topics and stuff, you guys are always more than welcome to leave them on the comment section or bring them up on the live. It doesn't, just because I put up a topic doesn't mean that we have to stay stuck on that topic. This platform is not only meant for me, but it's meant for everyone else in general. And it's like a breath reliever. Like, this is a channel where you don't have to like hear all that gossip and drama. It's like somewhere where you could find peace at least with something positive, and everyone can get their point across. And you may learn something from what somebody else writes down, or you may be going through something and I may not have the answers for that, but other people on here will. Something to think about. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Um, Continue to like, share, and subscribe. Continue to enjoy life, live life to the fullest. Be appreciative of what you have, and instead of what you don't have. Um, and always keep your faith in God. If you don't have a Bible, get one. And just start to read little by little, and you'll definitely learn something. The trees around you. I always notice every time I'm somewhere is either the sun is shining bright or there's always something. I don't be noticing those things unless someone mentions it. Like the angels have a head. Oh, amen to that. I know that God is looking over me. I know that He's with me. So is both of my grandmothers and other family members. Yeah, I remember. That was the day that I was on live when I came from my grandmother's funeral. But you know, it is really cold today, so I'm about to end this live. Um, God bless everyone, of course, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Um, if anyone is looking to donate to my channel, I'll leave the link below on the comment section when I upload this live. I do appreciate everyone being supportive and appreciate everyone following and watching. And, God bless you guys. Um, this is All Media Access News. And again, make sure you guys tune into Wax Dog's YouTube channel as well. Um, Again, this is All Media Access News. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell for future updates and live streams. And again, if you are looking to donate to my channel, I'll leave the link on the comment section once this video uploads within probably like 5 minutes. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for taking your time on tuning in. Let's stay positive, productive, strong in faith. Learn to love one another, respect one another, accept one another for who we are, and never be judgmental. And remember, when you do good for others, keep it to yourself so that God can continue to count your deeds and bless you when you need it the most. You know, just remain strong in faith. God bless. Peace.